part dominant, part diminished, liquid harmony. Lots of movement. It just helps carry the ear through it. It gives us some inner voice movement and some melody. It's just 5/1. Hey everybody, it's Jordan Klemons, NYCJazzGuitarMasterclasses.com. Today I've been working on some liquid harmony. I wanted to share this really cool idea with you guys. If you've never hung with me before and you've never heard the concept liquid harmony, it's just something that I like to think about. It's the idea of trying to get away from using these kind of chord voicings that are frozen in time, where we're just stuck with this voicing. It's like a block of ice, and then we move to this block of ice, and then we move to this block of ice. The idea of liquid harmony is that we want to kind of melt down at least some of that ice into sort of liquid, right? Just water, and let that water flow between these blocks of ice. So we still have this chord, this chord, this chord, but the water can kind of flow over it like almost like a river. It just helps carry the ear through it. It gives us some inner voice movement and some melody. So here's the idea I was playing with. I'm going to quickly break it down, show you what it was, and then I'm going to actually apply it all the way through the circle of fifths, so you can hear it in all 12 keys. It's a basic 5/1, so it's like a dominant chord moving to a major tonic. Diminished. This is a D diminished chord, 3 notes of it. I'm walking one note up chromatically. This is where the liquid harmony part begins. So I'm walking the flat 7 chromatically up to the flat 9. And when I get to that flat 9, I'm on my diminished chord. And then my top voice is B note. I'm going to walk this up really kind of diatonically. I'm not thinking about half-hold diminished. I'm playing a diminished chord, and I'm playing a G7 flat 9, but I'm not thinking about a half-hold diminished. Okay? I'm actually kind of just thinking about a C major chord. B, C, D. B, C. Up to D. And when I get to D, I'm going to play another little diminished fragment. It looks like the flat 7, 3rd, and 5th of the G7. Okay? Like I said, this is kind of part dominant, part diminished. It's sort of a study in liquid harmony. It's also a study in the relationship between dominant and diminished. And then D up chromatically to the E note for our resolution to 1. So that's the whole phrase. I'm going to play it one time through, and then I'll move it all the way through the circle of fifths, so you can check this out with me. Okay, makes sense. Simple enough, hopefully. Part dominant, part diminished, lots of movement, inner voice movement, melodic ideas happening inside there, liquid harmony. It's just 5/1, it's just G7C. Anywhere that you open a real book and you see G7C, you could plug this in. Okay, here's the whole circle of fifths, check this out. the key to pulling this off, because we're trying to have some notes move and some notes not move, we don't want to completely destroy the idea of chords. We want to hear harmony. So we do want some notes ringing out while the other notes are moving. If you cut off all of the other notes while you let that one note move, it's just going to sound very choppy. So try playing through this where you're letting as many of the notes ring out as possible while that one voice moves. Right? These two notes are ringing out. That one note is moving. I'm not replucking the other two notes. That sounds kind of just as choppy and bad as we want two notes ringing out. We want it to sound like a chord's happening while something else moves. Right, I have all the big important notes being held out here. Okay, give this a shot. Super fun way to think about harmony and play over changes, okay, especially for solo guitar and for the right type of comping, that kind of like post-bop, Bill Evans, Keith Jarrett, Brad Mehldau kind of pianistic harmony. Give it a shot. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notifications. In the description down below, I'll add the link so you can come download the PDF. It's free. You don't need to plug in your email for it or anything. You can just come and grab it. No biggie. If you're watching on my blog, add your email to my newsletter so I can give you a heads up every time new blog posts come out. If you scroll down, you're going to see a whole big explanation of what's happening here. You'll see the icon that you can download the PDF from. Okay. Hope you dig it. Hope to see you in the next post. Happy practicing.